Good afternoon, everybody. So, I came home today and I'm a victim of my own success because the wifey decided to make some dough when she got home, which was before me. So, she's expecting at least a test run on the pizza oven today on the actual pizza. So, I've got the preheat going. Take this off the mount. So I set it at about 600 because she made a quick dough and I don't know if it can hold up like a Neapolitan dough. So I didn't get up to the 890 degrees. I also didn't want to go as low as in New York because which is usually around that 400 degree. So that's what we're looking at. So what I'm gonna do here is let's just take a quick temp on the stone, which has been rotating while it preheats. And you can see that little dot right there. We're looking at, I don't know if that shows up on camera, but that says 650 degrees on the stone. So what I'm going to do now is go inside because got some dough balls, made some B-roll of me rounding them out, letting them rise again for the second rise. Usually pizza dough takes about 48 hours, so because you want it to ferment. And that's if you're using a Polish or if you're using a Biga. Now, New York doesn't use either. It's a different hydration, but all right, so we're getting into the minutia. So I got my peel inside, I got my dough inside. So I'm gonna go inside and start stretching some dough, and then I'm gonna get one on here and see what we got. Okay, so we got a little bit of jerk chicken as a topping with some mushrooms and some sausage. Good old smoked sausage here, and then I cut up some peppers, and I've got some onions that I cut up a couple days ago, so kind of throw that in the mix as well, and with some pizza sauce. So let's take a look at what we got next. Well, the wife grated up some cheese. Got some Parmigiano over here and some mozzarella right there. So you see from the earlier where I worked on these dough balls, so now I'm gonna go ahead and round them out. Start with this little one, this little guy. Let's put it in here. Let's flour both sides. And then we kind of degas it out to the middle. Flip. And then from here, I'm going to pull. Get a good stretch. See, we got a good shape here. So I'm gonna go ahead now and get that edge defined again. Flip. Okay, pop that bubble. All right, so now I'm gonna get a little bit of tomato sauce and we'll get started. See you in a bit. Let's go grab some toppings. That's a good looking pie. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it on the peel and I'm gonna throw it outside. I'm gonna cut right here. Wow, it's getting so hot. It looks like the pizza pan that I have isn't rated for 600 degrees. Oops. So, but the rise looks beautiful. I don't want to get too hot. The phone will start to melt like it did the other day, guys. Yes, 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 yes. So let's just give that a few more minutes and take a look. All right, let's take a look. Nice and smoky. Let's take a look at that bottom. Take a look at the undercarriage. It's looking okay. So I think the next one I'm gonna just launch directly onto the stone and see how that works out. But looks like wifey's pizza is done. Find a mat. I got a mess up here. On to the next one. You
want to hear it one more time?
One more again. Mercy. That's what I'm talking about. Well, as I was rolling the second or third one out, I guess I let it sit too long and the dough got sticky, so it stuck and ripped. So I improvised and I made it into more of a calzone, which again is turning out beautifully. So gonna let this sucker cook and we'll see what's happening. So basically, I know I didn't record it because I was dealing with it, but what I did is I actually just took the pizza, and since it was ripped, I just rolled it. on itself and shut the seam, and that's what we're looking at. So improvise, adapt, and overcome. And you can see it's actually starting to pull away from the stone, which means that the bottom hopefully is cooking like it's supposed to. You see some leopard spotting there on the top. So we'll work with this for a bit. I think I got just a few more minutes on this, but I do need to let it cook because all of the ingredients are inside and they are not cooked. So yeah, this is an experiment. So let's see how it turns out. I'll holler in a bit. So let's see what we got. Let's listen. Shh. Oh my. Now the end is kind of hollow, but look at that crumb, big open crumb. That's delicious. Yeah, I think that is a winner. Got one more again. One more again. Oh, let's go ahead and get some toppings cut. It's hard to do it looking over the camera. All right, that should be nice and thin so they cook quickly. And same thing here, we'll grab a mushroom. It's a big, medium portobello. Nice. Now then, we got that. I need to get a pepper and some onion. The advantage of having these rings around, so I can just go and cut this. Installed. So that's done. And get one more pepper and cut it up. So don't need you looking at the fridge. Just go in. Got missed one. All right, so we're good here. I got my steppers. Got so I'm gonna dry my hands so I'm not contributing any moisture to the dough. So dough still needs to rest a little longer. You can see how it's pulling back. So it's fighting with me. It's okay. Take it on my knuckles and kind of spread your fingers like that. Try not to rip. Okay, so with this dough, we're not gonna get any more than like a 12-inch, which is fine. Put a little Parmesan down first. And we're gonna grab some veggies. Typically, put the meat on top. The veggies cook faster. So, spread this out a little bit. Some onion. We got mushrooms, we got that. Put the spinach on top, so let's grab the meats. Since the meat is not pre-cooked, we want to get it nice and thin. I need to cut off some turkey. Let me go over here. Excuse me, pretty lady who's invaded my kitchen. This is a jerk chicken thigh. Jerk turkey. I'm gonna go ahead and suck up some of that sauce right there since it was there for us. And then we cube it roughly. Don't have to be perfect. Now this one's going to be a bit on the spicier side because we got that jerk sauce on there, so not everybody in this household is going to appreciate that, but most of us will. Okay. Dry my hands. Get a big glob of cheese. Spread it out. And so we respect our vegan folks, we're gonna put a couple sprigs of spinach on this thing, which is pretty much what we've done with all of these. Spinach, mushroom, some sausage, and jerk turkey. Try to keep the stems off. And just because I like the complement of the flavors, I'm gonna add a little bit more Parmesan to the spinach pieces, just as a topping. Now then, hopefully this guy will act right. See, look at that, got stuck right there, but we were able to save it. So stretch, get everything prettified. All right. It slides on the peel, so that's where we're going. Next stop, pizza oven. All right, so we're at 590. Last pizza of the night. Take off the dough. The wheel is not spinning, so we get a good launch, and then we start. And we wait. So as part of our experiment, what I did is close the door after I got the pizza inside, just to trap some more of that heat so it can cook at the higher temperature. I'm not losing, as you can see before, it was dropping down almost 100 degrees. Now it's at about 573. When I tested the stone earlier, the temperature was higher than that by about 50 degrees. So it's probably close to about, I don't know, 650, something like that. So we're going to take this off now, and you can see got a good dough rise. Looks like we got some burnt cheese on the wheel. We got some good leopard spotting coming in. Looks like got a big ass gas bubble. I tried to bust them all, guys. Got more than one. Oh man, but as you can see, that cheese is bubbling away, because I put the cheese on there to kind of protect some of the vegetables. But you can see the sausage is turning up almost like a pepperoni cup. So yeah, it puffed up nice. Looking at the bottom to see if it pulled away any. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pause with you guys. Let's see if I can get it on the mount. Whoa. And pause. Yeah, still need to cook a little longer. It's not coming off yet. All right, so I'm gonna give it a couple minutes and then I'm gonna pull it off. So I'm back. Just wanted to let it rotate to a part that wasn't stuck. And let's see the bottom. Bottom looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna let it cook just a hair longer. Okay. Going by smell here, guys, so based on that, struggling there. There we go. Looks like we are good to go. Yes, sir. That is gorgeous. So I got the motor turned off. I'm gonna come back out, turn everything off for safety's sake. And let's, can you hear that? Nice and puffy. All right, let's go inside. Okay, last one of the night. Let's see how we did. That is unedited sound, everybody. Oh my. So nice and gooey, still pillowy. Yeah. I'm gonna call this night a success, even though my kitchen's a wreck. We'll get that cleaned up, but A-okay, guys. Give you my thoughts here in a bit. Overall, the oven performed excellently. Again, first time using propane, first time using this oven, first time with the stone, first time with that dough. There were a lot of firsts, so this was a good experiment. So we do have a frame of reference for how we handle it next time. Learning some lessons with propane, I don't have to fight as much to get it up to temp. It pretty much recovers very quickly, this particular oven in particular. But again, learning the dynamics, I'm listening to it settle as the heat is starting to wick out of it. Let's take a reading on the stone here. And yeah, so the stone is still at about 500 degrees. I cut it off a few minutes ago, so we'll see what we look like there. The pizza's great. It performed better than I expected initially, or yeah, about better as expected, or probably better than expected. So I would recommend this particular brand. The quality, again, came through. It was a champ. The recovery time, the thickness of that stone really helped to hold on to the heat and really gave for a good sear, if you will. Not really the type what we're looking for, but that good Maillard reaction on the crust on the bottom. So yeah, I think that this is a winner. I'm gonna have to learn how to control that knob a little bit on the front, this one right here, just because I don't think I need the flame up as high the whole time. But again, I'm used to cooking on wood. This is a new experience for me, so hopefully we'll get through it. But overall, again, Procane, you made a good product, and I recommend it to anyone who's looking for a pizza oven. It's springtime. It's a beautiful time to do it. It's not too hot. Pretty soon it's going to be in those hundreds, so we'll be doing probably pizza night as opposed to pizza day on the weekends and such. But it's a decent weekday. Today's Thursday, or Wednesday, sorry, and it was a good day for it. Wasn't really planning for it, but a good, again, impromptu pizza session. One other thing I did learn is, put this up. One thing I did learn is that, well, not learn, but I got to get a new pizza stone brush because this one couldn't handle the heat over and over because the stone was actually setting it on fire. So that's crazy. But this is a natural fiber brush. So these are pizza brush. You got your scraper on the end, and then you got your bristles that are made out of a natural coarse fiber. Yeah, and this is kind of a traditional thing. And the good thing about this is that, if, unlike plastic or something, if this burns, you don't have any noxious fumes that are going into your nostrils. But in any case, looks like I'm going to need to replace this guy. I think the bristles heads actually do replace. You just unscrew them. But in any case, we'll see. If not, it wasn't that expensive. So I did also learn about trying to help with the recovery time with the door. The door not only helps with the wind, but it also helps with the recovery time, so that when you come back out to get your pizza to put your new pie on, your stone's good and hot because you've got it rotating. Take your door off, hit pause. So kind of the process, the order of operation, that was helpful. What else? I got no other notes. I showed you the pies. I showed you the calzone, or the stromboli that we made. That turned out great. So I'm learning some lessons on how to place the toppings for this particular oven because of the way it cooks, and making sure that anything that's more raw would be on top of the cheese, so that it can cook and then nestle into the cheese, as opposed to the cheese burning, and then you may have some undercooked meat, which you don't really want. So, excellent. Good job, Procane. Good job.